Go ahead.
Alright, so about a month ago I dropped off some vintage Wizard of Oz books, first editions, hardcover. They're really nice ones. Customer bought 5 of them on eBay from me, paid $1,000 for them. So I packed them up real secure and I dropped them off, and 5 days later or so I got an email from him telling me that there was no tracking, no information at all, it was never scanned. So I went back to the post office to talk to the manager or the postmaster, and the postmaster was gone. The manager gave me her number. Trying to think. So then I talked to him about it, asking him if there was no label, would it be possibly sitting in the back, and because I do forget a label once in a while. So then he went back there and looked, and asked him how long they keep it, and it was about 5 days later, so he said about a couple of days. It was already gone and shipped off somewhere else, which was kind of weird to me, according to him, if it had no label. So then I came back and Alright, so I got nowhere the first day I stopped by, and then I called the next day and asked for the postmaster, and of course there was no postmaster available. So I told the manager on duty to have her call me. I expected the call that day. She never called. So then I called back the next day, talked to the same manager, and she was unavailable again. But then she did call around 3 p.m. and when we talked back and forth, we just got in a heated argument. I told her that it was never scanned, and you need to look at the security footage so I can see me dropping it off, or you can see me dropping it off, and who picked it up and where that was placed. And case solved, I can get off your case, and you don't have to worry about me bugging you anymore. But she refused to do that, so that made me think, why would she refuse to do that when that could solve the case altogether? It makes me think maybe somebody took something from me that they shouldn't have took, and she's covering it up, or maybe she took it herself. But I can't say that for sure because, mistakes happen. I don't want to put the blame on her. So during our heated argument, she told me that this location never misses scans, but I've been selling on eBay, and since November, that post office has cost me a lot of money, and I just ate it because, the post office is having issues. There's a couple employees over there that I care a lot about, and I think they're good people, and I know they wouldn't take it, so I just ate it. But then this one, being $1,000 item that just went disappearing, and then you got to think about it. I spent probably about $500 of my own money to buy those, and then I also paid for the shipping, and then the tracking information and all that. So I got about a little bit over $1,500 wrapped up in just these 5 books, which at this point is a felony. So I told the postmaster that. She said she never misses a scan. So then I went back 2 months. I made a packet. It was about that thick of all the stuff they missed and never scanned and cost me money on. And each item had eBay tracking, they had USPS tracking, so they just disappeared and went vanishing. So that's bullshit what she's saying right there. They never miss a scan. Everybody misses a scan. Nobody does everything perfectly. Not to mention they have new employees that have come and gone, and you know what new employees do? They steal shit. I mean, everybody knows that. You're gonna get a couple bad ones and they're gonna steal the shit. So then, after I dropped off the packet, that was on a Saturday, I got a phone call on a Monday at 7:10 p.m. 7:10 p.m. Who calls anybody from the USPS when they close at 5 at 7:10 p.m.? And wouldn't you know it, it was the postmaster. So the postmaster called me at 7:10 p.m. hoping nobody was there so she could avoid it for another day. And nobody was there. I didn't answer the phone because I wanted to see what she was going to say. And she said that she got the packet, she had some questions, and she would call me back the next day. And that was the last I heard of her, and it's been probably 3 weeks since then. This is a month and a couple days after I dropped it off. So that's the backstory so far. I want to go into the police station and see if I can press charges on the postmaster. Hello. I'd like to talk to somebody about pressing charges. Okay, alright, sorry. Yeah, you didn't have any problem. I mean, when you were here last time, I guess.
Right.
I remember seeing you just walk around and nobody. Was that on a Saturday?
I don't remember. It was a weekday. Yeah, because I was trying to get into City Hall too,
Because
but
you
it
opened
was.
Holly too, right?
Mhm.
Around the same time. Yeah. I just wanted to see about pressing charges on somebody.
Okay, where did the incident occur?
Post office.
At the post office?
Yeah.
Okay, and when?
Postmaster is who I'm trying to
Okay.
press charges against.
Did it happen today?
Nope.
How long ago?
Well, it's about a month ago. I talked to somebody over email and they told me to come in.
Officer,
It's about a mail package with
zero,
$1,000
one,
of mail
two,
package. It's
three
just
is
disappeared,
recorded.
so it's a felony.
Gotcha. And the postmaster's not willing to work with you on it?
Postmaster's not doing shit.
Okay. Let me grab
Recording started.
Okay. Not that front window.
Hey, how's it?
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Your neighbor just died.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
So she was trying to tell me. So you have some packages that you sent over
Okay.
to the post office.
The only one I'm worried about one. I sent a package of 5 vintage first edition Wizard of Oz books, hardcover. Somebody I sell on eBay, so
Yeah,
a customer
okay.
paid $1,000 for them. I paid around $500 for them. I shipped them off, and then 5 days later or so, the customer contacted me and he said that there's no tracking. I'm like, okay, so I'll go down to the post office. So I went down to the post office and wanted to talk to the postmaster, but she was busy, so I talked to the manager.
Okay.
He gave me her number. And then I gave him my number to have her call me back. And then I said, please have her call me back today. She never called. Then I called the next day and asked for the postmaster to call me again. I said, I expect a call today. And she never called me back. And I called the third day after that, and then said, I'd like to speak to the postmaster. She wasn't available, but she did call back around 3 p.m. and we got in a little heated debate. And I said, I got a pack.
What'd she say?
Well, I told her what happened. I said, it was dropped off, nobody scanned it. I said, this has happened since November, because, I've been selling, and the post office had that issue back in November where they started losing packages and things weren't arriving and all stuff, so I said, this started back in November, where things weren't getting scanned, and I lost money, but I was just eating it.
I'm following you.
Okay, so I said I was just eating the cost because, I know you guys are hurting, and I like a couple of the employees here.
Right.
So then, when this one happened, I said, well, there's no way they're getting away with $1,500 Wizard of Oz books. So when I talked to her, I said, somebody didn't scan them, and she said, well, we never miss scans. I'm like, well, that's impossible. How can you not ever miss a scan? Nobody's perfect. And then I said, plus you got new employees going back and forth through the, some stay, some don't go, and new employees are not prone to not stealing. You know what I mean? Like they do steal once in a while. It's just the nature of the game.
Do you have the tracking number?
I can get all that. I was just coming down to press charge. I have everything. I can get you a packet or
So
everything.
what I can do for you is if I have the tracking number, if they're not going to talk to you because of whatever issue, maybe I can go over there and try to talk to them and see if.
Well, so I've done the tracking number. I've contacted their lost whatever thing, and they started a case, and that's been 3 weeks from that, and there's no updates on that. I mean, they're gone.
Well.
But we'll get this. Okay, so I told her, I said, just look at the security footage, see me dropping it off, see who picked it up, and I'm out of your hair. It's done. That's all you gotta do. But she refused to do that.
Did you drop it off in the front? Did you take it?
I dropped it off in the front, yeah.
So you took it right in and handed it to
No,
someone?
I took it right in. There's a drop box right there.
Okay.
I always
So the
drop
one
off
that
the
goes-
drop box, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Do
what
you
I
know what
always
date
do.
that was?
26th. Last month, July.
July 26th. Do you know what time? Roughly?
It's gonna be 2 p.m. or after. But it's obvious. You can look at the footage, find out who took it, and that's it. And I did a FOIA request for the footage, and I was denied.
Okay.
Because I can see myself if I got the footage, and pick myself out, and I can tell you, cause I got a John Lennon tattoo. It's always gonna be visible when I'm dropping it off. But she just pushes and pushes. Okay, so I'm not done yet. Okay, so then I dropped off a packet, and the packet was about that thick. This is on a Saturday, probably the next week, and it has all the past 2 months of everything that was shipped and never scanned. And I had the tracking for eBay, and I had the tracking number for the USPS. Then the following Monday, she called me at 7:10 p.m. the post office called me at 7:10 p.m. Who calls a person at 7:10 p.m. when their shift closes at around 6? You know what I mean?
Well, and
I'm just
she's
saying-
trying to follow up with some stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But so she said she got the packet and she's gonna look into it. And she said because she left the message, I wasn't there. So then she said she'd give me a call tomorrow, and that was the last time I ever heard from her. She never called again.
Okay, so you're trying to find out just where the package is.
I'm trying to get my money back. I had to refund the guy, and I'm trying to find my package.
So what we can do for you is with that information, if you give me the tracking number and all that,
Yeah.
I can try to help you out and go over there and see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
actually make complaints against the
I don't
post
want to
office.
complain. I want to press charges against her.
We don't handle that. The post office is a separate entity.
Okay, I say need to do that. Okay, so I'm
Yep.
just gonna sue her then.
Probably the best step that you can take is go above her head.
Who's above her head?
Probably the post office in Pontiac, because everything that goes from here usually goes down that way.
Okay.
So if she can't help you, then you go up to the next level, either the UPS or USPS site and file a complaint through there.
Okay.
They actually do have their own postal police.
Yeah.
So that would be another step to go through
Okay.
there. If you believe actually that your packages were not scanned and actually stolen out of this,
I 100% believe that.
I would contact the postal police as well.
Well, somebody gave me a number for the postal inspector,
Mhm.
and then when I called it, it's an automated number. And when I talked to her about it, I said, "Can I get the direct line?" Because when you call it, it just runs you in circles. I said, "Can I get the direct line to the postal inspector?" And she said, "I only have that number." I said, "Well, so when you call the postal inspector, that's the number you call. You don't call a direct line." And she's like, "Yeah."
Let me see if I can help you out.
Okay.
What I'll do, like I said, I'm gonna go over there and talk to them. Can you give me the tracking number? Or
Mhm.
call me back with the tracking
Yeah,
number?
give me your number. I'll tell you.
And, that way I can go over there.
It'll only take, yeah, you get home.
And I've shipped stuff with them as well, and the same thing, it basically comes up.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years, and since November, I've just been losing cash. And I know a lot of it's new employees and stuff like that, but the postmaster just refusing to help me that much, just blocking me off that much, it's fishy, for sure.
So that's gonna be your complaint number on the top.
Okay.
The number I underline on the bottom is, if you call here,
Okay.
ask for me.
Alright.
And if I'm not here, just leave it on my voicemail. But
Okay.
I should for the most part be here.
Alright,
And
I'm
then-
glad it was you.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
just saw you the other day.
Yep, give me the tracking number. Actually, if you're able to scan it
Mhm.
and fax it to me,
I can
that'd
send
be
you
great, too.
screenshots.
Or a screenshot, or.
You got your email here, right?
Let me-
Give me that, and I'll just send you screenshots of it all.
Yeah, that'll work.
I can send you screenshots of everything you want.
You can file
Yeah,
a
yeah,
report
put it on
right
the-
online.
Okay. Alright, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's just covering my story because nobody wants to cover my story.
No problem.
But this fine gentleman does.
Yeah, I was here once before.
And I appreciate you not freaking out about the camera too. You guys always, like I said, I told him I grew up around here for the most part.
So, that's my email. If you just wanna, email it over to me.
Okay.
The tracking number, the whole receipt, if you can.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll see what I can do with
Okay.
them.
Alright.
And if I can come up with a number to go above their head.
Okay. Yeah,
and
alright, yeah, let me know.
Go from there. I'll try to look for that.
Give me the email report and then we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Just, try to get it to me as soon as you can. That way
Okay,
I can work.
I'll just go home and do it right now.
Awesome.
Alright.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions, just give me a
Anything?
call. If you go from there.
Alright, cool. Alright, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.